What's up, you guys? Today I'm going to be answering some of the DCP questions that you guys asked in the poll on my Instagram. I'm going to put another poll in my stories this week, so if you have any more questions after this video, head over there to Instagram. It's at magicallymaggie with a Y, and ask those questions. Let's get started. The first question I got is, if you get the DCP, so if you do a DCP before, how hard is it to do it again? Super easy in my experience, especially if you have a good record. It is super easy to do a second DCP. I was even told in my interview, like, you're more likely to get it if you've done it before because they know you're awesome if you've done it before and done a good job. Is there any role that people can get that is truly bad? No, I really don't think so. There are some roles that are less desirable, like custodial or food and beverage, but my best friend was custodial on her program and she absolutely loved it. There are things to love about every role. With custodial, you get great guest interaction because you can spend a lot more time with people without having that constraint of having short interactions like you do in merchandise or in attractions like I did. Or with food and beverage, there are perks. Like, everything has its perks and everything has its ups and downs. Like, attractions is a super desirable role, but it can also be really stressful because it's safety critical. So there are really pros and cons to every role. When can your family not use your extra park tickets? I heard there are blockout dates. So yes, so cast members have blockout dates. You do get free access into the parks, which is amazing, but blockout dates do come with that. So your blockout dates are the same as your family's blockout dates. If you're a CP, I'm not going to talk about if you're a full-time, part-time cast member. You get different tickets for your family than you do as a CP. With CPs, we get something called Chippendales. Chippendales are tickets where it's like Chip and Dale, you have to go together. So your family can come into the park, or anyone you choose to give your Chippendale to can come into the park, but they have to come into the park with you. They can't just come into the park by themselves, like while you're working or something. How far in advance do you know your work schedule? You will get your work schedule every Saturday night. Every cast member, midnight Saturday night, you get your work schedule for the next week. So that's about how far you have to plan in advance, but you do get a certain amount of ADOs, which are approved days off, so you can be planning in advance for certain things. And with that, I believe the policy still is you get one ADO per month of your program. So if you're there for 6 months, you get 6 advanced days off. Okay, that's all I had time for in this one. Head to part 2 to see me answer the rest of those questions.